Imagine a vehicle so iconic that it barely changes its shape for decades, yet somehow keeps getting better, smarter, and more powerful. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon isn't just an SUV, it's a statement. And this year, the legend comes back stronger than ever. Now as the engine starts and the door shuts with that signature vault-like sound, you instantly realize why the G-Class has a cult following. The 2026 G-Wagon stays true to its boxy, military-inspired design, but subtle refinements make it feel more modern and aggressive. The upright windshield, exposed door hinges, and flat body panels are still here, reminding you that this SUV was built with purpose. Mercedes hasn't messed with the formula, and honestly, they didn't need to. What they did do is sharpen the edges, refine the lighting, and improve aerodynamics without ruining the classic silhouette. Up front, the new LED headlamps feature updated internal graphics, giving the G-Wagon a more premium and futuristic stare, especially at night. The grille looks bolder, the bumpers are slightly reworked, and depending on the trim, you can get blacked-out elements, chrome accents, or AMG-specific styling that turns heads everywhere, from Beverly Hills to backcountry trails. Massive wheels fill the squared-off arches, and yes, it still looks just as intimidating pulling up to a 5-star hotel as it does climbing a rocky hill. But the real magic of the 2026 G-Wagon starts when you talk performance. Under the hood, Mercedes continues to offer multiple powertrain options, including refined V8 performance for AMG models and advanced electrified assistance across the lineup. The AMG G63 remains the beast of the family, delivering brutal acceleration that feels almost unreal for a vehicle shaped like a brick. You press the throttle, and the G-Wagon launches forward with authority, backed by a deep, aggressive exhaust note that reminds you this thing means business. At the same time, Mercedes has improved efficiency and responsiveness thanks to mild hybrid technology. That means smoother starts, better low-end torque, and improved fuel economy compared to older models. Power delivery feels more refined, yet still savage when you want it to be. And despite its weight and size, the G-Wagon surprisingly handles corners with confidence, thanks to its advanced suspension setup and precise steering. Off-road, this is where the G-Class still dominates. 3 locking differentials, low-range gearing, and a body-on-frame construction make it one of the most capable production SUVs in the world. Whether you're dealing with snow, mud, sand, or rocks, the 2026 G-Wagon feels unstoppable. It's not pretending to be an off-roader, it actually is one. Step inside, and the contrast is almost shocking. The interior of the 2026 G-Wagon feels like a luxury lounge wrapped inside a rugged tank. Premium leather covers nearly every surface, accented by metal switches, carbon fiber, or open-pore wood depending on your configuration. The cabin feels solid, expensive, and incredibly well-built, with details that remind you this is a handcrafted Mercedes. The dashboard features dual-wide digital displays that blend seamlessly into one massive glass panel. One side handles the digital gauge cluster, while the other runs Mercedes' latest infotainment system. Everything looks sharp, responsive, and intuitive. Voice commands are improved, touch response is faster, and the system integrates effortlessly with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The seats are not just comfortable, they're designed for long drives and aggressive driving alike. Heated, ventilated, and massaging functions make the G-Wagon feel just as comfortable on a highway road trip as it does crawling up a mountain trail. Rear passengers get plenty of space, premium materials, and their own climate controls, making this SUV surprisingly family-friendly for something so hardcore. Technology in the 2026 G-Wagon goes far beyond screens. Advanced driving assistance systems now come standard or optional depending on the trim. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and automated emergency braking all work together smoothly, making daily driving easier and safer. Mercedes has also improved camera systems, including a high-resolution surround view setup that's incredibly useful both in tight city parking and extreme off-road situations. Safety remains a top priority. The G-Wagon's rigid structure provides excellent protection, while modern airbags, stability control systems, and driver assistance tech help prevent accidents before they happen. It's a perfect blend of old-school toughness and modern intelligence. Now let's talk price, because the G-Wagon has never been cheap, and the 2026 model is no exception. Starting prices are expected to remain in the six-figure range, with AMG models climbing significantly higher once you start adding options. Customization is a big part of the G-Class experience, and buyers can easily push the price well beyond the base figure. But for most owners, this isn't just transportation, it's an investment in style, status, and capability. When you compare the 2026 G-Wagon to rivals like the Range Rover, Lexus LX, or BMW X7, something becomes very clear. Those SUVs may offer luxury and comfort, but none of them match the G-Wagon's personality. The Range Rover feels more refined, the BMW feels more sporty, and the Lexus feels more traditional. The G-Wagon, on the other hand, feels legendary. It has presence, history, and an unmistakable identity that no competitor can copy. What if one vehicle could survive war zones, dominate luxury streets, and still feel relevant decades later? The 2026 Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon doesn't chase trends, it outlives them. This isn't just an SUV. This is an icon reborn, once again. From the moment you see the 2026 G-Wagon rolling toward you, it commands attention in a way very few vehicles ever will. The shape is unmistakable, almost rebellious in a world obsessed with curves and sleek lines. Mercedes-Benz knew better than to redesign perfection. Instead, they refined it. The boxy silhouette remains proudly intact, but every angle feels tighter, cleaner, and more premium than before. The front end features updated LED headlights with sharper detailing that give the G-Wagon a more modern gaze without losing its rugged character. The grille design varies depending on the trim, but every version looks bold and confident. The upright stance, exposed door hinges, and flat panels continue to remind everyone that this SUV was born for toughness first, luxury second, and somehow mastered both. Walk around it, and you'll notice subtle aerodynamic improvements that help reduce wind noise and improve efficiency. The paint finishes feel deeper, richer, and more customizable than ever. Massive wheels fill out the squared arches perfectly, and whether you choose a classic chrome look or an aggressive AMG blacked-out package, the G-Wagon looks expensive from every angle. Open the door, and that legendary solid click instantly tells you this is not an ordinary SUV. Inside, the 2026 G-Wagon feels like stepping into a luxury penthouse built inside a military-grade machine. The materials are outstanding. Premium leather, metal speaker grills, precision switches, and flawless stitching everywhere you look. Everything you touch feels intentional and built to last. The dashboard is dominated by a large dual-screen digital display that blends the gauge cluster and infotainment into one seamless panel. The graphics are crisp, smooth, and highly customizable. Mercedes' latest infotainment system responds quickly, supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and understands natural voice commands better than ever. You can control navigation, climate, music, and vehicle settings without taking your hands off the wheel. The seats deserve special attention. They're wide, supportive, and incredibly comfortable, whether you're cruising on the highway or tackling rough terrain. Heating, ventilation, and massage functions transform long drives into relaxing experiences. Even the rear seats offer impressive comfort, premium materials, and plenty of headroom, proving that this rugged SUV hasn't forgotten about passengers. When it comes to performance, the 2026 G-Wagon continues to impress in ways that feel almost unreal for a vehicle of its size. The AMG G63 remains the star of the lineup, delivering explosive acceleration thanks to its powerful V8 engine paired with mild hybrid assistance. Press the accelerator, and the G-Wagon surges forward with shocking speed, accompanied by a deep, aggressive exhaust note that makes every tunnel drive unforgettable. Mercedes has refined the power delivery this year, making it smoother at low speeds while still brutally fast when pushed. The mild hybrid system improves responsiveness and efficiency, helping the G-Wagon feel more modern and usable in daily driving. Despite its tall stance and boxy design, handling feels surprisingly controlled, especially in sport modes where the suspension tightens up and steering sharpens. Off-road capability is still at the heart of the G-Class DNA. 3 locking differentials, low-range gearing, and a robust body-on-frame construction make the 2026 G-Wagon one of the most capable factory SUVs money can buy. Whether it's mud, sand, snow, or rocky trails, this vehicle doesn't hesitate. It crawls, climbs, and powers through terrain that would stop most luxury SUVs instantly. Technology plays a major role in making the G-Wagon easier to live with every day. Advanced driver assistance systems help reduce stress in traffic and on long trips. Adaptive cruise control maintains distance smoothly, lane keeping assistance gently corrects steering, and blind spot monitoring keeps you aware of surrounding vehicles. High-resolution cameras provide a clear surround view, which is incredibly helpful in tight city spaces and challenging off-road environments. Safety is equally impressive. The G-Wagon's strong structure provides excellent protection, while modern safety systems work constantly in the background to help prevent accidents. Automatic emergency braking, stability control, and multiple airbags all contribute to a sense of confidence behind the wheel. This SUV feels solid, secure, and reassuring at all times. Now, let's talk about pricing. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon stays firmly in the premium segment, with starting prices expected well into the six-figure range. AMG models go significantly higher, especially when you start customizing colors, wheels, interiors, and performance upgrades. But G-Wagon buyers already understand this. It's not about value pricing. It's about owning something iconic. When compared to competitors like the Range Rover, Lexus LX, or BMW X7, the differences become very clear. The Range Rover offers elegance, the BMW focuses on driving dynamics, and the Lexus emphasizes reliability. But none of them offer the same personality, heritage, and road presence as the G-Wagon. This SUV doesn't blend in. It dominates. The 2026 G-Wagon is for people who want luxury without compromise, power without apology, and a design that refuses to age.